Should have taken the boat. The boat. Ball. Ooh. Maria, that's enough. But what a surprise! I thought there was nothing that could scare Battler. Guy can't handle vehicles for some reason. Always yells about falling and sinking and stuff. You're a disgrace of a man, you are. Shut up. That thing was seriously shaking too much. I got a little stressed and it was my first time on a small plane like that. You call that a little stressed? Sounds like it'd be fun to have an overseas vacation with you. We'd like to go to Egypt with your aunt. Get a ride a plane for a full 14 hours. It's a good plan. Battler, you should go let Eva toughen you up some. Still, it's so hilarious. Wow, no. Everyone's got their own strong weak points. It's bad to laugh at them. Oh, Dad, you're laughing too. Hey, Maria, you shouldn't laugh anymore. Shouldn't laugh anymore? Ooh. God damn it. Is being scared of planes really such a big deal? Everyone's already thinking of such a big oath now. We split up and took separate taxis from the airport to the harbour. From there on, we'll be taking a boat to the island. These islands are right next to each other, so the distance of the trip wasn't that great. By boat, it's a leisurely 30 minutes to the island. When we reached the pier where the boat to the island was anchored, we saw a figure waving at us. George? It's been so freaking long. Jessica, it's been a year since I last saw you. You've gotten taller, haven't you? Don't give me that. It's embarrassing when you say it every year. Hey, gotta be kidding me. Is that really Jessica? Wait a sec, George? Is that this big guy, Battler? We stared at each other. She definitely didn't look like that in my memories, but I do remember her crazy way of talking. Yo, Jessica. What's this now? You're kidding me, you look like a woman now. What are these, boobs? Even you managed to get a chest. Let me... Fuck you, game. Don't screw around with me, I'm a blushing flower of 18. Of course my hair grew and I got these. What, you think I got boobs just to get fondled by you, loser? Speaking of you, sure you got all ridiculously luge, but did you get stronger too? Don't screw with me, I'll show you how much training I've done since back then. You're pissing me off. I'll beat you at your own game. This headstrong girl name is this. She was born under the same unlucky star as me, sharing the same kind of weird name. Anyway, this is pronounced Jessica. She's Dad's older brother's daughter. That older brother just happens to be the oldest son of the Derumania family, so it means Jessica is the direct family heir. Since Jessica and I are the same age, it sometimes had boy-girl squabbles with each other. We've always been used to joking and fighting together whenever relatives gather. Jessica grew more quickly, so she had beat me in terms of size and physical strength. When we scuffled in a contest of strength, it usually went Jessica's way. So even though I realised I'd grown big, part of my mind was still convinced I couldn't beat Jessica. What? Wow. What? You're getting all serious. Ah. Hey, it's nothing. Jessica, you've gotten weak. Shut up. I'm a girl. Of course you couldn't beat a guy with physical strength forever, right? Well, you've got a point there. The meat I put on my arms all went to your chest. Looks like it's been pretty tough. Be a pretty even test of strength between my arms and your boobs, don't you think? I told you, my boobs aren't for you to feel up. Besides, how about you? Your cute little elephant get bigger to go with the rest of you? Stop it, no, perv. Be ruined for marriage. Don't touch my crotch. Don't say stuff people are gonna misinterpret. Honestly, I was so surprised about how feminine Jessica had come that I used to joke around like an idiot to hide it. Well, considering what a bossy brat she was 6 years ago, anyone would be surprised. And I guess she's just as surprised. She probably wasn't expecting to lose me in a test of strength. After losing that easily, she must be shocked how much I've grown in the past 6 years. 6 years. Once again, I'm shown just what a huge gap of time that was. Crap, total defeat. It's like I'm no match for you anymore. That's not true. Even Battler just must have his weaknesses. Right, Maria? Fall. Cut out, Maria. Keep it a secret, okay? Fall? The hell are you talking about? Sorry, there's no chance you see that weakness of mine now. After all, the nightmare plane trip is already over and done with. The only thing left was a nice, quiet splashing of the boat ride. I never thought I'd start loving a piece of junk boat this much. Huh? George, is there something wrong with his head? You'll understand, sir. Very soon. At the time I didn't get what he meant by that big smile. Oh, what do we have here? Ooh, Battler, how big you've grown. Who's it this time? It's an old lady with an apron. Oh, yeah, that takes me back. I remember now. You remember her, right? That's Kumasawa, the servant. I could never forget you, Kumasawa. After all, you haven't aged a bit in the past 6 years. If anything, I'd say you're looking younger than ever. Oh, lately my skin has been getting quite smooth and silky. And look, hasn't my chest gotten big as well? How'd you like to give it a feel? Fuck this game. You're kidding, right? My best fondling is strictly limited to bouncy girls. Oh, it was quite bouncy in my youth. Don't be shy to fondle to your heart's content. Fuck this game. Give me a break. It's girls I'm looking for, not grannies. The jokes I cracked about Jessica were being turned against me. Come to think of it, Kumasawa had always been the type to tease people. Kumasawa, stop that. People with one foot in the coffin don't jump around. To sport with the young is the most rejuvenating medicine. It's rare for you to come and pick us up, Kumasawa. I wonder what's gotten into you. Usually your lumbago kicks in whenever someone gives you a job to do. Oh, Eva, you're as harsh as ever. I found myself with some urgent purchase to make. While I was at it, I thought I would come and welcome you all. After it does give me a bad impression of one waiting to greet you as such a decrepit old woman. Aunt Eva spoke sarcastically, but Kumasawa's years of experience were nothing to sneeze at. She was more capable of smoothly and coolly deflecting that comment. Well, it feels bad to say it, but old Kumasawa might be past her prime as a servant. She might act as though she's in good health, but between the headaches and her lumbago, her body is wearing out. To tell you the truth, the very fact that she still works is impressive. How old is she this year again? She must be pushing 80 at least. It's incredible to think she can still act so cheery. You seem to be getting more and more lively. Oh, that's right, here you are. It's the tea I told you about before. Look, I brought you some. Please you try it later on. Aunt Rosa took a souvenir bag out of her suitcase. To think that she remembered a promise which she'd apparently made a year and faithfully brought it. The sort of thoughtfulness was just like Aunt Rosa. She wasn't the type of person who would forget or break a promise. Kumasawa seemed deeply touched, but only that Aunt Rosa had remembered this year-old promise, but that she would bring a gift to a simple servant like her. This woman is Kumasawa Chiro. She's senior servant working for the Ushiro Maya family household for many years. As you'd expect from someone her age, manual labor isn't her strong suit, but she's kind of super servant who can handle just about anything else, from kitchen work to cleaning and laundry. It seems her only flaw is a tendency to slack off. She tries to get away from heavy or troublesome work by playing up her chronic diseases. In Kumasawa's case, it's probably a sign of craftiness rather than laziness, though it probably doesn't impress those paying her salary. As well, even if she's pretty flaky when it comes to work, I could never dislike her. I guess it's probably because of her cheerfulness and her constant smile. Glad to see you're still in fine spirits. How's your back doing then? Even with the medicine, and it's not getting one whit better. According to the doctor, nothing can be done for this one. It's just what you call an incurable disease. Anyway, Jessica just keeps getting prettier. Good thing she takes off to announce Suey there. Really? Personally, I don't think we look alike at all. I mean, I don't want to be like my parents, because I got zero respect for them. Now, you shouldn't say such things, even though there are quite people who don't like their parents in our family. That's me. You sure as hell better not take after me. Your nose is looking like mine really pisses me off. What are you talking about? You're surprisingly alike you and your father. Come on, you can't be serious. Just how old? Come on, you can't be serious. Just how am I like my dad? You're a lot like him, especially how arrogant and prideful you are. Father's blood is especially strong in you. Wouldn't you say, Rosa? Oh, absolutely. Kraus and Rudolph are almost unbearably like Dad. Oh, right. Why were we only one under 5 from the girls? Hideyoshi, give me your hand here. My, Rudolph, you're always popular with the ladies. I'm jealous. What? Oh. As usual, you're popular enough to make me jealous. Well then, everyone shall head to the boat. Come on now, Maria. Let's get on the boat together, okay? Get to the boat together? Ooh. Everyone gets on together. Ooh. Hell yeah, this time around I'm not gonna get scared. I'm used to being shaken by the waves. With that piece of junk fishing boat, I'm less afraid of shaking than the engine and breaking down on the boat drifting off. Oh yes, Battler, I forgot to tell you. That fishing boat was completely worn out, so it was taken out of commission a few years back. Now we get to the island on a different boat. Oh, right. It's Battler's first time on a new boat. It's super comfy. And frickin' fast. It can go at crazy high speeds. Oh, that means less travel time, right? So, sounds great. Having to worry less about thinking is less scary than being on a plane, but it'd be awesome to get done with as quick as possible. Ooh, is Battler going to fall again? It's only on airplanes. Everything is fine now. Anyway, it's the captain's pride and joy. It's kind of modeled high-speed boat. Seems it's gonna get pretty souped up. He was bragging about how he attached 4 base high-efficiency propellers to make it break 40 knots or something like that. He talks about it all the time as though it's kind of memorized. I've kind of memorized the spiel. I've got it memorized too, since we hear about it every year. The captain says he's obsessed with modelling it ever since he lost a speed contest with a foreign boat ages ago. According to him, the opponent managed to break 30 knots with just a fishing boat. And his first revenge match, according to build an awesome all-new super high-speed model boat. I'm sure you'll love it, Battler. Super high-speed modded boat. My first thought that it would be much better than some beat-up old boat might think at any moment, but for some reason I got a feeling of foreboding. Probably just overthinking it. Hey, Battler, you should just swim to the island. Battler, you shouldn't be never railing too much. You might fall off. Ooh, fall. Damn it, so this is why we're all grinning back there. So this is a super high-speed boat where the captain started modding. Oh yes, that piece of junk boat from 6 years ago doesn't hold a candle to this guy. Whoa, it's shaking. Gonna fall. Ooh, gonna fall. If I fall, I'll land in the ocean and drown. Where's the parachute? I mean, where's the buoy? Give me your life jacket. Battler, what the heck are you doing that for? Jessica, Maria, it's no time to tease. Battler, if you're scared, then don't come out on the deck. I think you'll be able to calm down if you go inside the boat. No thanks to you, Anarchy. Shipwreck victims will be always warned inside the boat. The survivors are usually on the deck during the accident, so I'm staying right here. But it's shaking. I'm gonna fall. Whoa. shake's gonna fall. Ooh. Maria, I told you to behave yourself, but that looks like you really can't handle it. I'll go down, tell the captain to slow it down with you. Oh, that's not that. Whoa, I'll throw that, thank you. I can tell you now that safe, slow driving is definitely the way to go, even on the seat. Don't do that, Rosa. Trials and tribulations are important for young men. Isn't that right? I don't know who's talking. You better overcome a little scare like this. Otherwise you'll never be able to go to Egypt with your aunt. Well, Auntie, but you're so mean. I'm gonna fall. Life jacket, parachute. Wait. It's gonna spin round. And it's a round way to think that. What's the enemy aiming for? Is he doing this to scare me? What's he aiming for? Or is that what he's aiming for? Like, hell, I'll be scared. Now I'm gonna fall. I am so lost. What was that scene? So, after I made a huge fool of myself for a while, Aunt Rose had to talk to the boat captain as he slowed down the boat to a more manageable speed for me. That's a bit better. I thought I was gonna die earlier. Apparently the max speed I can tolerate is extremely slow. But that's just how now it was completely insane. The whole boat was shaking, sliding and leaping on the ocean surface. Felt like I was riding the back of a flying jellyfish. Jessica was gawking at me as I leaned against the railing, tired and disheartened. I lost some strength contest earlier, but I'm glad I'm no worse off when it really counts. But seriously, damn it, just go ahead and laugh. One of these days I'll find your weakness and get back at you. And then your moves will be mine to squish. Yeah, sure, go ahead and good luck with that. Ooh, battler all week. Yeah, battler all week. I'm gonna die on land, not in the ocean or sky. Rhea was patting my back, so I patted her head in return. Her expression was blank as usual, but I realized that she wanted to console me. Battler, the captain's throwing drinks to make up for this. Would you like one to calm yourself down for a bit? George and Kumasawa brought us all ice-cold cans of soft drinks covered with beads of water. Judging from Kumasawa's big grin, our parents out of the boat were probably all rolling around laughing at my moment of pure terror. Damn it, I'm so embarrassed. I can't bear to face any of them. If I don't change the subject now, I'd feeling of the butt of everyone's jokes for the whole trip, so I tried to make something harmless to talk about. Hey, Jessica. How are Uncle Kraus and Aunt Natsui doing? My old man and Mom? Unfortunately, they're fine. Though every other word out of their mouths is study, which pisses me off. I'm so jealous since it doesn't look like Uncle Hiyoshi or Uncle Rudolph would say anything like that. Oh no. Before I had my exam with my parents kept pressing me about it over and over. I thought it was annoying for them, but now I'm grateful. Ah, I knew it. You really are awesome. Anyway, I have to look out for myself. No one tells me what to do. Well, it's not like I'd listen if I did. Battler, have you still not returned to your parents' home? Well, I kinda go back now and then. I've had a lot of clothes and stuff that left the house I was living in until recently. Ooh, Battler has 2 houses? Something like that. Why? Why do you have 2 houses? Ooh? Only Maria, who couldn't really grasp the situation, had voiced this naive question. However, the others just shot a nervous glance to me, choosing not to respond even though they knew the answer. Maria, look, you can see the harbour now. Look, over there. Can you see it? Ooh, Silver Harbour. Apparently Jessica was trying to be nice by changing the subject. Oh well, I'd rather not talk about it if I can help it. It's uncomfortable to have it treated like some kind of weird taboo. I don't mind it much myself after all. I may be a member of the Ushiro family, but the truth is, for these last 6 years I've been living with my grandparents from my late mother's side, and I've been using her family name. When those grandparents passed away, one after the other, I basically had no choice but to go back and live with the old bastard. Don't get me wrong, I didn't just run away from home or anything like that. The only one at fault here is my dad. I don't really blame Kiri. Being able to hold that old bastard's reins and ride him out is no mean feat. But since that old bastard betrayed my mum, unfortunately I haven't gotten fully over that. We'll be getting there soon. George cleared his throat and tried to change the subject. Please forgive my indiscretion. It seems this old woman has said too much already. If I had hurt your feelings... I don't mind at all. No one's feelings were hurt. Don't worry, Kumasawa. Kumasawa seems to regret speaking out of turn, but I was more concerned about being worried over something like that, so I stood up and passed it off lightly. After that, I had a sip of my drink and headed out to Maria and Jessica, who were gazing at the silhouette of the island. Ooh, Battler, I saw the island, There, over there. Ooh. Where is it? Oh, now I see it. Even after 6 years, the island hasn't changed a bit. The small island silhouette in front of us had gone pretty close. The island's name is Rokkenjima. A small island about 10 kilometers around, located in the Izu archipelago. Since they call this archipelago the Izu 7, lots of people think there's only 7 islands, but that's not true. There's actually several more, and Rokkenjima is one of the minor islands that don't get counted. Even if that weren't the case, I doubt you'd find many people who knew about this island. Only people connected to the Ushiro-Maya family ever go there. In other words, outsiders and tourists have never had any reason to care about it. Since you'll never find this island's name in a travel brochure, after all, Rokkenjima is an estate possessed by the Ushiro-Maya head family. Only the Ushiro-Maya family live there. The only people connected to the Ushiro-Maya family come and go from there. There's nothing except a harbour and a mansion. The vast majority of the island is still just uncultivated forest. Such a waste, when it could be made into a nice golf course or something. Whenever you realise that the entire coastline is a private beach, it starts sounding pretty magnificent. You probably guessed it by now, but to put it simply, well, the Ushiro-Maya family is just rolling in dough. The head family is apparently possesses a vast fortune, and Dad and the others who made up the branch families have built up plenty of wealth for themselves, running success in their respective businesses. I've been living a commoner's life with my grandparents' home for these 6 years, so I'd completely forgotten. But the old bastard's house is elegant and everything about it is tuned to match the snobbish tastes of the annoyingly rich. Come to think of it, I guess that makes George, Jessica, Maria and me wealthy, high-class gentlemen and ladies. Needless to say, none of us think of ourselves that way at all. I don't see myself as being rich, and George, who takes self-discipline very seriously, doesn't let himself get too comfortable. Jessica is always complaining that he'd rather move to a city than be rich, and Maria's still a kid who isn't interested in money at all. Does that attitude really make us any less snobbish? From the perspective of people in poverty who can't pay the bills, we really have been blessed with a lot. There isn't a place to explain any further, so I won't. Anyway, it's just the same as not being able to choose the parents you're born from. I didn't ask to be born into a rich family, and I didn't ask I didn't think it's something really to be envied. I can be pretty trying when it comes to people. It can be pretty trying when people are prejudiced against you because you're rich and refuse to judge you by your merits. As I pondered these sentiment thoughts, Maria started shouting and looked over the railing. Ooh, gone. What's wrong, Maria? Did you drop something? Ooh, gone. Ooh. Maria kept yelling, gone. At first it sounded like she dropped something, but while she shouted she also pointed out of the ocean. What's wrong? What's gone? I'll look for it too if you want. What is it? Huh? If she had dropped something, she would have probably looked down on the floor, but Mia pointed out to the ocean. One would assume by the gesture that she'd spotted something, but she kept saying that something wasn't there. Strange. However, since my last memories of this place came from 6 years ago, I was able to spot it before Maria, who came here every year. Huh? If I remember correctly, wasn't there a toy or something on top of a small crag up there? But that's right, definitely there. I remember it well since as we got close to the island, it's the first thing to reach us, like a landmark. Wow, you were amazing back there. Even though it's been 6 years, you remembered. It was here, wasn't it? I remember it too. The totally god shrine or something, and that toy looking thing was standing alone on that crag. And now that you mention it, they're gone, aren't they? I'm pretty sure it was still there last year. Gone, gone, ooh. Maybe they were washed away with the waves or something. It was a small crag, so it probably got worn away over time. That was my theory too, but it was last summer that it disappeared. But they say an enormous lightning bolt came crashing down in one evening and smashed the shrine. The fishermen whispered that having a thunderbolt fall upon an honoured tutelary god must be a portent of an approaching misfortune. Kuwabara-san smiled impishly as if teasing us, rubbing her hands together while intoning a Japanese phrase which meant to warn off lightning. However, Maria apparently took this seriously, and started fixedly over the ocean to where the crag housing and shrine god was supposed to be. A portent of misfortune? Ooh. Enough, Kumasawa-san. Maria isn't old enough to get that kind of joke. It's okay, Maria. It's just a coincidence. Nothing scary's gonna happen. George put his hand on Maria's shoulder to calm her down, but Maria's sharp-eyed expression didn't waver. Misfortune. Misfortune. Maria muttered that word over and over, apparently repeating a single over and over with a habit that Maria had for a long time. However, since the word she was saying was a literal omen, it was a bit creepy. Hey now, Maria, if you say it over and over again like that, misfortune will really end up happening, you know? I tapped Maria's other shoulder. Maria whipped her head around and stared at my face and spoke unblinkingly. Ooh, misfortune is coming. Huh? Just where is it coming from? Answered lightheartedly, trying to break the tension in the air. At a moment, Maria held up a finger, raised arm high and pointed up to the heavens. And when I looked up, I saw the sky was still just as cloudy, but it had gotten a great deal more leaden than it had this morning. That's right, they said there was a typhoon approaching. We had planned to spend one night on the island, but this storm didn't pass quickly. I won't be able to make it to school on Monday. Well, I guess it makes for a pretty good excuse to be absent. Ooh. She apparently sensed some kind of misfortune in this cloudy sky. She's been muttering about that non-stop for a while now. Girls of Maria's age tend to be pretty impressionable. She's about the age that many girls get excited about sixth senses and whether they have psychic potential and stuff. For all you know, this might be due to her childish, sensitive nature. It's okay, Maria. The weather might get worse, but tomorrow it'll clear up and become a pretty blue sky. Ooh, pretty blue sky. Ooh. That's right, by tomorrow it'll be a pretty blue sky. But there's no rain that doesn't end, and then no clouds that never clear. Ooh. Rain that doesn't end. Clouds that never clear. Ooh. I know a typhoon's coming, but it'll soon go away. It'll be okay, Maria. Ooh. 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 Maria started yelling, ooh. It seems like she's having a tantrum, because nobody can understand what she was trying to say. What in the world was Maria trying so desperately to warn us about? Unable to understand her, we couldn't help but feel a vague sense of misfortune. I've heard that everyone can feel the supernatural, but it weakens as you age. It might mean that Maria, the youngest of us all, still possessed some kind of sense that the rest of us had lost. I wonder if that sense is sending her a warning. At the moment, Kumasawa quietly opened her mouth. Rumor has it that long ago, Rokkanjima was... Kumasawa-san, let's not talk about that right now. Just as Kumasawa-san was trying to tell some kind of story, Jessica sharply interrupted her. Jessica's tone was extremely firm for her. I wanted to push her further, but out of simple curiosity. But judging by the look on Jessica's face, whatever Kumasawa was likely to say would probably make Maria even more uneasy. If I did try to press on the story, the odds were pretty good that it wouldn't be anything bright and cheery. Oh, I do apologize by that. Wind here is hard to bear for the elderly, so if you excuse me for now. Gossipers have no reason to hang around when they're being told to stop chatting. When Kumasawa finally realized she'd overstepped her bounds, she went back inside the boat. After she left, Uncle Hideyoshi showed up in her place. Since he'd arrived mid-conversation, he completely failed to notice the complicated atmosphere that hung around the scene. So he refreshingly and unwittingly swept that atmosphere aside. So in the end, it was his lack of tact that brightened the mood. Looks like we're almost there. Okay, just a bit more. Took forever at the speed we went today, didn't it? I wonder whose fault that is. Uncle Hideyoshi, give me a break already. Come on, don't stop there. Seriously, thanks to Battler has taken forever. Maybe probably thought that everyone was just refusing to listen to her. She hung her head, wearing a fretful expression. As she did, George crouched to meet her eyes and spoke to her kindly. Maria, there's nothing to be afraid of, because we're all together. There's nothing to be afraid of if we're all together. Go ahead and say it. There's nothing to be afraid of if we're all together. Yes, there's nothing to be afraid of if we're with each other. That's right, exactly what George said. And if we stick together, there'll never be anything at all to be afraid of. Right, Jessica? Yeah, no doubt about it. What George says is always true, Maria. George is always true? Yes, I don't lie. So trust me, there's nothing to be afraid of if we're all together. George doesn't lie? I trust you. There's nothing to be afraid of if we're all together. Not fair. Maria jumped to George's arms and hugged him tightly. Even after Aniki patted her head, she jumped away again. Her facial expression had undergone a 180-degree change, and turning back to normal. She once again was ordinary Maria. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore because we're all together. Yep, that's it. You look all better now. You're gonna be strong and that's awesome. I'm awesome. Hey, what's going on here? Maria doesn't get seasick, does she? Well, something like that. Are we arriving soon? The harbour was already drawing near.